Hey everybody, welcome back into Universal Beauty, and today we're going to be just going over a few gift ideas because it's November and Christmas is going to be here before we all know it. And I just kind of pulled together a list of a few things that, some of them have been absolute game changers for me, and some of them are just fun and cool. Anyway, if you're struggling to find something for the beauty lover in your life, I have some stuff picked out that I just wanted to show you guys and let you know about. And, from the price range from, on the higher side to lower, middle, everything in between, in case you're buying for your best friend or your sister or your mom or somebody that you want to spend a lot on, or maybe it's just a coworker that you drew the name and you want to give them something cool, but you're not going to break the bank. So anyway, I have a lot of stuff to show you. Also today we are drawing for the winner of the Bye Bye Pores pressed powder compact, and I'm so grateful to my new subscribers, and I really appreciate you all so much. What I decided to do, not just going to give away one, going to give away another one too. So we're going to have two winners today. Now, Bye Bye Pores is this pressed powder compact that it looks like this, very translucent looking, but this is skin tone friendly to all types of skin. It comes with a little brush, and if you want to carry this around with you in the day, and it's very easy for touch-ups, really just knocks your pores down, and you get a very, very nice finish using that. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and draw for two people to win this, and I feel like we might as well just get straight to it because we can talk about this other stuff. But anyway, I got my names in my trusty jar here, and I'm just going to go ahead, and the first one, I've got one name here. Okay, so my first winner is Tatanka Peaches. Okay, there you go. So she wins the first one, and she's a new subscriber, so welcome and thank you. Okay, and the second one is gonna go to, got another name here. This one is going to go to Melinda Hall. Okay, so congratulations, ladies, and I'm gonna go ahead and message you on this thread and let you all know that you can give me a place to get your address from you, personal contact information, so that I can send these out to you Monday morning, and we'll get them going. And you can, up to you whether you keep this or gift it to someone. So anyway, very grateful to both of you and everyone else who joined in. I appreciate you so much. It's been almost a year that I've been doing this, and my subscriber base has just been slowly going along, and so every time there's a new subscriber, I am so grateful, because it's a lot of work to try to build, because there's so many choices on YouTube of people talking about stuff. So I'm so grateful that you're here. So we'll do some more giveaways leading up into Christmas, but congratulations to Tatanka and to Melinda. All right, so let's move on to the meat of the order. Now, the first thing on my list, this is a wonderful thing. This has actually been an absolute game changer for me. This is the Martino Cartier Heat Blade, and this thing has it's a straightener for your hair, but it's got these divided little plates, so you never run the risk of burning yourself or anything, and you can literally just comb this through. You start underneath like this. It's got 3 heat settings. Like heat number 1 would be for fine hair, the second one for just normal hair, and the third setting, number 3, would be for curly or coarse hair. So everybody can do this, but you see how it's got these divided little plates, and it is like a comb. And wow, what a great idea, because flat irons can be such, it's hard sometimes, because if you get too close to try to get the top area, you can burn yourself. I've done it many times before, but ever since this, I love this thing. It's quick and it's easy, and it is just unbelievably great. Now, if you go to martinocartier.com online, this is $200, but he's also on one of the shopping channels, and if you go to HSN, you can get this for, let me see, 119. And you also get like 3 mini hairsprays with it. They give you like that extra little gift. And I think right now, if you see this and you go ahead on there, I think you can divide this down into 5 payments over the months. So, you know, they make it very affordable if you don't feel like jumping in and spending, you know, 119 right off the bat. You can break it down into payments. Okay, so this thing, I couldn't be without it now that I know. You know, I didn't know I needed it before I started using it, but now I do. Anyway, the next thing is the one that is the mini, and this is the baby one, and this is the Heat Blade Light. In case you just, you know, don't want to shell out even 119. Now on martinocartier.com, the mini is $100, but if you go to HSN, it is $69.99. All right, now, and you can also break it down into payments. But here's the thing. They also have a deal running right now that is awesome. You get both of these for $129.99. So give one and get one. Break your payments down over time. This is pretty good. Anyway, the baby is, it acts just like the big one, but it's good for travel. It's good if you like to keep something at the office that you know, you can touch up with. It's got the nice swivel cord. Also, these cords are nice and long. I think they're like 6 feet, or is it 6 feet? Well, that's pretty long, yeah. So, you know, you don't have that like you're leashed. You know, these are great. Anyway, so the baby is also very powerful. It just has, let me see, 375 degrees or 340. So it's only got 2 settings where the big boy has 3. But it's awesome. It's all kinds of awesome. And okay, one more thing from Martino Cartier. This thing is the Powerball Compact Hair Dryer. Now, wow, this thing is crazy because this is, let me see, it's got 2 settings, 800 watts of power, and it is this little tiny ball hair dryer. Look at this thing. It is so small. The cord is detachable in case you just want to pack it like this. But this thing, it is so light, it barely weighs anything, but it's got that kind of power. And here you have 2 settings also, a low and a high. And look at this, there's even a little voltage control right here where if you travel, you know, it can go 120 or 240 if you go to Europe or something. And let's see, other than that, it's got the Martino logo. But this thing, it's so light. I mean, I can't even believe it. It's just great. But anyway, 800 watts of power on this thing. And this one, let's see, on martinocartier.com, it is $89. If you, let me see, okay, if you go to HSN, you can get it for $84 with a turbo spray, like for your hair. So you can get a good deal like that. Or you can just buy it on its own for $59. And it's, again, they're having that thing where you can split payments. So that's a really good place to go if you want to get the Martino products, but you know, you want to get a good deal. But anyway, this thing is great. And you know, if you have long hair, you can just get this dry quickly. And if you have short hair, this is pretty much like all you're going to need. I should probably plug it in just to kind of show you the power that it's got going. Let me just plug it back in here. It's kind of nice that the cord is removable just so you can pack this thing very easily in a case if you were going somewhere. Okay, let me just go ahead. Sorry, I'm off camera, but give me a second to plug this in. Okay, now I'm going to go on the lower setting first, and then the high. So you can see it's not a shy little flower at all. This thing is great. It's going to really get your hair dry, and oh man, I love these things. Anyway, I'm a big fan of Martino Cartier, and like I know that the stuff can seem awfully pricey, but that's why it's very good to have the deal to go to and also the opportunity to split your payments down over time. Okay, so that's pretty great for hair. Next thing, I got this palette a while back, and you know, as will happen sometimes, I bought it for full price. It's now on sale in Sephora, and it's just so good that I think this would make a great gift. It's the Moschino and Sephora collab, and this is called the Laptop Palette. Right now it's going for $30. It used to be $60. And it's so cute. It looks like a little laptop computer. It's got great colors. The mirror is huge on the back of it. This would be so nice for, gosh, you know, your daughter or yourself, or, you know, just anybody who's into beauty that, you know, there's a little transparency sheet here that has the names of the shades. But there's a lot of like colorful ones. There's shimmers, there's mattes, there's, well, there's kind of those duochrome colors in here. And there's this little thing right here. And last time we were talking, where we were talking about how you can clean your brushes on those sponges, this is one of those. It's the same thing, but it's like right here built into the palette, which is great. And just as an example, I want to show you guys something here. This color, sorry, is, what is it? This one is Bionic, and it's a silver. I can't even believe this thing. I'm going to swatch it for you just because it's that amazing. But look at that silver. Can you believe that? And I know maybe a lot of us aren't running around with silver on our lids every day, but that just gives you an example. This thing has got great pigments to it. It is so, so cute. And if you run over to Sephora right now, you can, well, I don't know if they have it in stores. I got it, you know, mine a long time ago in store, but I saw it online in the sale, $30. So I'd say that's a great, great gift. And what a good price point too for pretty good stuff. Okay. For like something that's like a little bit smaller, this is just so cute. This is by a company called Pretty Vulgar. And this is a mascara, and it's called the Feathers. And look at it. It's like a little bird cage. It's got this little birdie on the top. It's so cute in this like kind of rose gold and white packaging. This is Pretty Vulgar, prettyvulgar.com, and it's just it's, you know, raven black, and it's got a curved brush to it too. So it looks like this. See that curve? That just a gentle curve. Now, my go-to and favorite, of course, that I'm always talking about is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. That is this one. And this goes for, what is it? I want to say $25. It should be here on my notes someplace. I wanted to get the prices. Now, the Pretty Vulgar Feathers mascara is $24. So it's a nice gift for somebody that's, you know, not going to break the bank. And it's just so cute too, like that, just sitting out on your vanity. Yeah, mine's practically done, but I just like it sitting out just because it's so cute. Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara is $25. And they have this regular formula. They have it in waterproof. There's sometimes where they'll change the packaging to fit in with one of the, you know, collections. Like they have a Tutti Frutti one, and just the outside tube has a bunch of fruits on it. They have one that's Better Than Sex and Diamonds. It's the same formula, but then there's like little sparkles set into it. So great. The waterproof one is really good too, and it has like a faux little droplets all over the outside of it. And they also have these in the minis for $13 if you want to try them, or if you want to put them in a stocking stuffer thing. And they also have them that the minis come with like a little triangle, and they're set in like an ornament, and there's one that looks like a candy cane. Again, the prices don't go up when the tube changes. It's like $25 for the big and $13 for the minis. But this is, you know, for me, far and away, it is my go-to mascara. I love this stuff, and I can't really find anything better. I used to always use the Benefit They're Real, but until I found this, and now every day. So, okay, now having said that one, okay, let's talk about brushes. My favorite brushes are from Sigma, and they're, you know, they're so great because they are cruelty-free. They're all synthetic brushes, and they're pretty reasonably priced. Now, I'm going to show you like a set. This is the detail brush set for, you know, I guess you would say eyes and lips. But you know, a lot of times doesn't really matter what they say the brushes are for. You can use it in any way that, you know, you see fit. Like a couple of lip brushes in here, I use them for, you know, detailed eye stuff. Now I just dropped one on the ground. Give me a second. Okay, so in this packet, you get, all right, you get 8 brushes, and they're at Neiman Marcus, and they're $68 for 8 brushes, but you get free shipping. And these are what you get. Now you've got like this tiny little detailed brush that they're talking about that being for lips. I use it like on my inner corner, and for eyes, they've got a tilted eyeliner brush. This is a great blending brush. This one is a cut crease brush. You can use it for doing a cut crease if you do that. It's very precise, or, you know, however you see fit. That's not, here's another like little lip brush. Look at that tiny little thing, but it's so great for detail work around the eyes. This one is a duo fiber blending brush, and it's kind of pointed at the end, and it's sort of lighter on the tip so that, you know, you can kind of really see where the color is. This one is an angled cream contour brush. So, you know, do contour if you're doing cream, or, you know, there's a million ways you can use this. And then this tiny little fan brush. Now, some people actually use this for lashes, or, you know, you can use it for highlighter. Anyway, I really love Sigma brushes. I understand that 68 bucks might be like kind of a big whack, but the thing is, it's actually quite reasonable because some brushes alone will be $50. Now, the other thing about Sigma is you can buy them individually too. And if you go to sigma.com, I think that a lot of times when you go direct to the websites for these companies, if you if you get on their mailing list, they'll give you like a 10, 15, or 20% discount just for doing that. So you can get these great prices. You know, there's like an E40 tapered blending brush that is fabulous. E55 eye shading brush, which I really love. That's why I have extras of these. And an E30 pencil brush. And these 3 brushes are just great. You know, it's kind of like all you need. Now, okay, so let's just say that maybe that's even still a little more than you'd like to be spending. There is the one that I've told you about, that is the Jeffree Star Morphe collab. And this one is, let me see. It's okay, $42. It's a $76 value if you bought them, yeah, if you bought them for individually. But anyway, you get 10 brushes in this one for $42. And then there is also the palette, that the Morphe Jeffree Star collab palette. It's only $35. So those are terrific. Now, 10 brushes here. This eyeliner, the Sigma one, you remember, was tilted, and in Jeffree's palette it's just tiny and it's straight. There's also like packing brushes, blending brushes, detail brushes, and there's an eyebrow spoolie that also has a, you know, a brush on the end, a slanted brush, if you like to use the cream formula to start your brows. What I really like about this is sometimes there'll be, oh, and then you get a little case too to keep it all in, which is great. But so that's really good value for money. Really, really enjoy that. Now, the thing is sometimes with your if you buy a eyebrow pencil, they will put a brush in the double end of these things. But see, what I don't like is, see how Jeffree's is longer and tapered, and you have that longer neck here. Sometimes you know, it's just for, I guess, space, but they will have these either short little necks, or like just from the brush, it just goes a lot thicker. I find that very clunky to try to deal with, so I like these. It's on the end of a nice long brush, and you can really do your thing, and so I appreciate that too. I'm a big fan of this brush set. I use it all the time. You can also buy individual brushes from Jeffree, which I have done a couple of things, this highlighter brush and this one for translucent powder. They're pretty great. I think there's another, let me see. There's a 7-piece face brush also from Jeffree Star through Morphe that is $49. I don't own that one, but it's there as well. A couple of other things that are pretty great on Sephora is, you know, if you like to use blending tools for your foundation, you get a 2-pack of these little finger ones, which is kind of a genius idea. You can just put your finger in here and you can really get in close and do your detail work like that if you want to. So you get 2 of them for $4, a pink one and a purple one, which is pretty great. Now, I kind of go back and forth where sometimes I like to use blending tools like this, sponges, or the, you know, the infamous egg. Other times I just like to use a foundation brush. The one that I've really fallen in love with is Doll 10, and it's dual ended. So it's kind of got your foundation brush, it's on a slanted one, and then this is for concealer to do the detail work. This is $24 at Doll 10. And it's just, it's really great. So that's why I have an extra here for, you know, I like to have backup because I hate when I'm out of my good brushes or if they've just had it. But, you know, actually, if you take care of your brushes, they will last a good long while, which brings me back to this neat little thing that I was showing you guys last time. That's the, this one is a Tracy brush color swap pad, and it's like a sponge. And every time you place color, you just take your brush, say that, you know, you had that, you know, this orangey shade, you just run it through here when you're done gently, and it kind of takes the excess color out so you can use this brush in a different color right away. Anyway, I don't know how we were living without these for so long, and like I said, in that Moschino and Sephora laptop palette, there's one right at the bottom of the pad, which is great. So really into this. I love this, but you can get this separately. You know, check places like Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Ross, that kind of thing in their beauty section. They probably have one, but I'm sure somebody's doing them on Sephora as well. That was an impulse buy for me a while back, and I haven't really looked into other places like you know, Ulta or Sephora, but I'm sure they must have them. Okay, let me see. Okay, the fingertip blenders are $4 at Sephora, so they're a nice little stocking stuffer as well. You know, I'm always talking to you guys about the Asian market and how, you know, they have their little beauty section and all that. There's one for me locally, and they have, you know, fun masks and things to try, and I think I told you I like their felt tip eyeliner from there. But anyway, they also have these great little rhinestone clips for your hair that... Okay, so these are like $3 each, and these are legit rhinestones. They're not the plastic stuff, and you know, they're just clips. Now, what I find is though that they are heavy on the end, so these are probably going to be better if your hair is curly or thicker, you know, than mine. But anyway, see, they're just really pretty. They're $3 each at the Asian market, and then, you know, we've all seen these things around, and you know, they're all, I don't know how much they are, but I have one that says love, one that says star, is that what it says? And one that says lucky. And those are just on a hairpin that, you know, you wear. You can wear them, you know, together. Like if you wanted to say lucky star, these are nice for girls. These are $4 each, $4. And also they have the words as well as a pack that will have straight ones, just 2 of them, and you know, you can crisscross those too as well. So those are also very cute stocking stuffers. You know, you don't have to pay a lot for those. Just have a little look around at the Asian market beauty supply kind of thing, where, you know, they have all the hair stuff, and that's where I found those really cheap and cheerful. And, you know, I've worn some of them a couple of times and haven't had any loose rhinestones falling out, so that's another great stocking stuffer. Okay, all right, another palette. This one, it's not a, you know, there's so many new palettes coming out for the holidays, I know, but I just wanted to give you some tried and true ones. And this is the Too Faced Pretty Rich. I love this one. There's so many looks from this. It has like 4 bands of color. These are the grays and blues. There's like a peachy orangey, the burgundies, and the browns. And it's got glitters, it's got shimmers, and it's got mattes. The mirror is small on this one, but I don't really do my makeup in the palette mirrors. So you could in that Moschino one because it's huge, but I don't mind so much when there's a small mirror in the palettes. But anyway, gorgeous colors, and super pigmented, long lasting. They, you know, even on the site suggested that you use this glitter applicator stuff first. I don't. I just use it straight up out of the palette when I don't use the glitters that often, but every once in a while, and they stay fine. So I don't think you need that extra tube of glitter glue or whatever they're calling it. You don't really need it. It's okay. Anyway, that retails for $49, and that's pretty much typical of a palette, you know. So it's great though, and I think that those colors roll right into holiday as well. And you know, it's sometimes if you're gift giving, it's kind of nice to give something with a little bit of sparkle. So this is the Pretty Rich palette, Too Faced, pretty great stuff. Let me see. Okay, and while we're talking about it, we were talking about brows before. If you've got somebody who, you know, is like maybe a newbie, there's this Goofproof Benefit. Is, you know, they're kind of the authority on brows. This is the Goofproof Brow Pencil. And this is this one here happens to be in the shade number 2. But anyway, it looks like this. It's very nice. It's got that brush on the end. And again, you can see how there's not much neck on that. So it's okay, but I really prefer to use the Jeffree Star one, or I think I have another one that I got at Sephora that also, see, it's just got a longer tapered neck, and I find those a little more comfortable to deal with. Anyway, on the other end, see, it's a slanted tip. The product comes up like that, and it pretty much, you just kind of do little feathered strokes. And this one, it's not complicated at all. So if you know somebody who doesn't feel like getting into powders and gels and all that kind of stuff, this thing is easy as pie, and they call it Goofproof. It's the Goofproof Brow Pencil. It is $24, and just to go along with that, there's Highbrow for $22. That is this pencil that this one's mine, and it's gone down. It needs to be sharpened, but it's just this highlighter pencil. And after you're done with brows, if you just like run a little line right under your brows to clean it up and blend it in, it's just like turning the lights on. It's really great. So that's like a nice little duo present to give them, the Goofproof and the Highbrow. 24 and 22. Okay, so now let's just say that you've got somebody that you would like to give fragrance. Fragrance is difficult because you have to be kind of, really, you have to know the person well. But I have found these beautiful fragrances by Nest that I'm just absolutely in love with. They have several different scents, and they're kind of exotics. But the one that I found, it's kind of turned into one of my signature scents, is the one called Black Tulip. I love this. And I also, just in keeping with fall, today I'm on the one called Cocoa Woods. That is the other one that I really love. Anyway, they do have like little samplers going. You can get these on Sephora. They're it's $74 for the Eau de Parfum, and it is, I'm trying to look and see if I can tell you how many fluid ounces. Ooh, I don't know. I'm sorry, you guys. But sometimes also they will do the gift packages, and they have some that'll be like this size, like a little purse spray, or they will do stuff that is a little bit larger and will come with the lotion. Okay, so they have these, this one is Midnight Fleur, there's Citrine, there's Dahlia and Vines, Indigo is another one, the Black Tulip that I told you that I love, Sandalwood. There's a range, so check them out on Sephora. They also have candles, and oh god, they're gorgeous. But anyway, this scent is really something. I believe there's body creams too. But for example, you can layer this. Have your, you know, hand lotion that you can pretty much, you know, use body lotion. And then layer it with this stuff. Oh, and it just really lasts. It's beautiful. I love the Nest fragrances just because they are a little bit unusual, a little exotic, but not completely cloying and overpowering. And there's everything from the like very light white florals all the way down to the deeper, like this, for example, the Cocoa Woods is more of a, oh, you know, it's kind of more spicy autumn kind of, hard to explain fragrance, isn't it? But anyway, these are great, and the sampler sets especially, because then they give your recipient some playing, or, you know, they can really test them out and see what's what. So beautiful Nest fragrances, love those. Okay, now if you have a friend who has challenges with their hair, whether the water is too hard where they live, or they're just you know, they've had damage, or you know, my hair is not great. I don't have great hair, but this Edward Bess Black Sea Hair Hero, this thing is a game changer. Again, this is $44, but this is got like algae from the Black Sea and all kinds of great things for your hair. It comes in a pump like this. You barely need a little dollop. You emulsify it in your hands and then you just scrunch through. And this stuff, it's one styling cream that does it all. It boosts volume, sculpts and defines, smooths and tames, and it won't weigh your hair down. It is, I swear by this stuff. I know 44 seems pricey, but again, if you've got a friend or yourself that has had real hair challenges, this is a game changer. And I just, you know, I love Edward Bess Cosmetics. I love them, but this Hair Hero is very, very special. It's great stuff. Okay. Also, if you don't want to give cosmetics, this Too Faced Glow Job mask, we've talked about this before, and it's a glitter mask, peel off mask, but see how pretty that is in there? And it doesn't like cover your face in glitter. It just puts like a peel off mask. It's kind of one of those elasticy kind of, you know, it'll come off after 15 or 20 minutes sitting on. It comes off in a sheet, you know, and it just has that sparkle while you're sitting there. So this thing used to be $42 at Too Faced. Right now it's $37.80, so it's a couple of bucks off. And this is like a real nice gift. Again, like I think if you drew somebody in your office, you know, a woman, you drew her name out of a hat, or you know, a guy could use this too, it doesn't matter. But anyway, it's a nice gift. That's a great mask, and it's just fun and cute and in the holiday spirit, so that's another really nice thing. Okay, and there's you know, other stuff to look for. You know, if you are at a place like, again, I found this over at like a TJ Maxx or a Marshall's, and it's just this hydrating collagen lip mask, and you get like 6 of them in here. I think this was like $2.99, and you could put this and like a lip scrub and either like a gloss and a matte or a lipstick and a lip liner. You can make up your own little things, you know, too, which is so cool. So those are just some ideas. I'm going to give you more as we go along. I just want to wind this up, so I know it's been a long time. Right now, today, I'm wearing the original gingerbread palette on my lids. I'm waiting for my gingerbread spicy palette to come. I was going to forego it, but I've been looking at it, and there's no duplicate shadows, so I think that it looks pretty good. It's a limited edition. This is what the colors on this one look like, so this is a combination of those that I've got on today. Anyway, again, congratulations to our winners. I'm going to get in touch with you so that I can get your addresses and send those out to you ASAP Monday morning. And thank you for all the new subscribers and your lovely comments. If you find any good deals out and about and you think we should all know about it, post them down below. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Give it a thumbs up. Make a comment. Love to have you here. I appreciate you all so much. See you next time. Sparkle hard, everybody. Bye-bye.